California's agricultural industry is the largest in the country, grossing almost $60 billion in 2023. California leads production in over 70 different agricultural commodities and produces 99% of the nation's almonds, garlic, grapes, peaches, pistachios, and more. But many current agricultural practices are unsustainable and being further threatened by climate change. Almost 90% of crops in California are irrigated, accounting for 40% of the state's water use. And with droughts becoming more frequent and more intense, many crops are at risk. California accounts for 20% of all pesticides used in the United States, despite representing less than 2% of its farmland. Extensive applications of inorganic nitrogen fertilizers causes pollution of waterways and is one of the largest sources of nitrogen oxide greenhouse gas emissions in the state. The overuse of these practices can contribute to poor soil health. Over time, they can increase the soil's salinity, kill off the soil microbiome, and, ultimately, reduce the soil's fertility. A general lack of crop diversity on individual farms has negative effects on the landscape biodiversity, resulting in decreased primary productivity. Rising temperatures caused by increasing atmospheric carbon dioxide is a major danger to crops. An increase of just 2 degrees Celsius could cause a dramatic drop in yields of some of California's most profitable crops. It is projected that by the year 2050, yields of avocados, almonds, grapes, oranges, and walnuts could drop by 30 to 40%. The 2023 Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change report states that changes need to be made in the agricultural sector in order to adapt to the changing environment, and proposes agroforestry as a possible partial solution. Agroforestry is defined as the intentional integration of trees and shrubs into crop and animal farming systems to create environmental, economic, and social benefits, and can take many different forms. Alley cropping is the planting of trees in between rows of crops. Silvopasture is the incorporation of trees onto grazing land. And forest farming is the practice of planting shade-tolerant crops in forest understory. The addition of trees onto farmland improves overall ecosystem function, which in turn improves agricultural productivity and sustainability. Trees can provide shade, decreasing evaporation of groundwater. Fallen leaves provide a natural source of nitrogen, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. The introduction of different plant species increases landscape biodiversity and can attract pollinators and natural predators of farm pests, lessening dependence on pesticides. These elements work together to improve soil health, allowing for root systems to grow deeper and wider, resulting in healthier plants and more efficient water usage, decreasing irrigation needs. Agroforestry also offers huge potential for carbon sequestration. Planting trees on just 10% of all agricultural lands in the US could sequester 530 million metric tons of carbon dioxide annually. Agroforestry can have its drawbacks. The implementation process can be costly and time-consuming. Incentive programs like the California Department of Food and Agriculture's Healthy Soils program offer grants to farmers to fund the enacting of more sustainable farming practices. Though it has immense potential to improve agricultural systems, agroforestry alone isn't enough. As temperatures rise, the efficacy of many climate change adaptations decreases. Big changes need to be made at a systemic level in order to slow carbon emissions, stop global warming, and protect our food systems.